Stop number 10 of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. Jordy, member still in the world title conversation, number 4 in the world. Won lower trestles this year, the Hurley Pro, for the second time in his career. That really kept him in the running. Saw a wave ridden during the break.
Yeah, Jordy sliding in on his backhand, grabs the rail. Beautiful positioning right there, but just goes down. You can see that.
Yeah, we'll see how this one ends up working for him. Perfect positioning, super deep. Sebastian Zietz finds a round one, and he comes flying out. Goes for the double grab punt, lands on the roof, and he still got it. Zietz putting in some time today, ends up paying off.
Look how clean this wave is. Takes off behind the peak, drags his hand, slows himself down, maximizing the time behind the curtain, comes out perfect, and then goes into that double grab, lands on the roof of the wave and pulls that off. So Sebastian Zietz is going to make it tough for Jordy Smith. He's not going to go down without a fight. And this is a great way to start. It's going to build a lot of confidence moving forward from this wave, Joe. That board is looking smooth under his feet. And as I said before, he's going to be feeling at home. This is just like off the wall, driving through that barrel. Comes out nice and clean. You can see him slowing himself down again just to maximize the time. And then comes out, double grab. Perfect from Sebastian Zietz. And Joe, have a look at the score.
And still probably watching this heat today as we look at another great tube shootout for Sebastian Zietz. Smaller wave, but he's making it look so fun out there. He's got plenty of room to move. Late takeoff, slams on the brakes, perfect positioning. The wave spits without him. Jordy ends up trying to straighten out to punch free, and he goes down.
Look at Jordy Smith. A late drop for Jordy, grabs the rail, pulls in. Maybe wiped off just a little bit too much speed. And as I thought, that whitewater, you can see him just getting pushed a little bit too high. The lip caught him, took him down. So Jordy Smith, an opportunity gone right there. Seabass on wave number 2. Nice positioning there. You can see him further up the board. Now he starts to pump. You know, these guys are using that rocker, Joe, to sort of slow themselves down. The more you push on the nose of the board, the more friction. Step number 1, get yourself out of that combo situation.
Jordy now checking out a left again. It's got another tough section to make it out of, so he's down. Continuing to look on his backhand. Little wedge starting to pop up for the Kauaian. Grabs the rail. Doesn't get super deep, but he'll get blown out with a spin. Little backhand carve. And Seabass still having fun on that inside corner. Back to this last one of Seabass spots.
Yeah, beautiful positioning right there. Just using part of his body there just to slow himself down. Not deep enough really. And that score is not going to go into his top 2. So the judges are wanting to see the surfers disappear to get those big scores.
Seabass looking to better a 4.33. Jordy Smith in a great position to break the combo, trying to slam on the brakes. Now nice and deep, and finds a way out. The Jordy Smith taking off with a ton of momentum, having to slam on the brakes to pull in deep to the barrel. That'll be his best wave so far of this matchup.
Let's have a look. Jordy takes off, gets a little bit of air under his board. You want to be able to slide straight into those barrels. You want to be up further on your board. You can see his back foot is right back on the pad, so those fins are well and truly engaged. Having to slow yourself down, you need to be further up your board, drive that nose down and pull straight into the barrel.
And he's had 2 runner-up finishes in the past at this venue. Deep in the barrel, a huge cavern for Sebastian Zietz. He looks for an exit and it won't let him out. He's had about 30 of those visions today. Jordy's on the next one. It's a huge one going below sea level, and he'll pack the closeout right in front of Seabass.
Now looking for just a 6.17. Seabass, let's have a look at what he's done right here, driving through this section, and just does not come out of it. So Seabass will be going back to the drawing board, needing to improve on a 4. Jordy Smith pulling into a virtually impossible tube ride and gets absolutely thumped. Seabass bailing his board, and boys paddle back out. Priority goes to the surfer in blue. Let's have a look at this one from Jordy. As he drives into the barrel. This is what the judges want to see. They want to see those big, deep, throaty ones. Seabass was praying that was no exit right there.
Can take it if he wants it, and he will commit. Looking to slow down. It starts stretching out. He makes it without a problem. Zietz having to bail out quickly, trying to improve on a 4.33 with that wave.
Jordy looks like he's on a bomb, though.
Smith, late takeoff, pulls it, packs it nice and deep. He's running for the exit. It spits him out. Jordy Smith doing the impossible, and now he's starting to get excited.
You can see Jordy Smith looking at this wave. Sebastian, okay, I've got to go. Jordy's capable of big scores. Sebastian slowing himself down, tucks in, comes out the bottom and then jumps off, and he turned around to watch the wave of the day so far. Jordy falls out of the sky, driving through that double section, comes flying out of the end right there. Jordy Smith as deep as you can get, and there's the claim. We love Jordy's claims. Look at this wave though, Joe. Falls out of the sky, which traditionally is hard to then get those nice deep barrels. Jordy driving through. This is what the judges want to see. They want to see those deep throaty barrels, those ones where you don't slow yourself down, you pedal to the metal the whole way through. Jordy Smith knew right there that that was a 10.
Jordy Smith doing the impossible. Weightless takeoff, controls the rail, and the job wasn't done there, Potts. He had to keep that board moving all the way to the shootout.
Yeah, have a look at this as he drives through that section, standing still. Now he drives again and again and comes flying out of the end of that one. Jordy Smith, tell you what, Sebastian dropped a 9.23, had Jordy against the ropes. Jordy Smith knew he was in a combo situation, but a small one at that. Free fell out of the sky. He's a big guy too, standing tall in that barrel, so that thing was big, deep, throaty, critical. All the elements that really go into a 10-point ride were all right there for Jordy Smith. And the thing we like about him, right there.
A 10-point ride, and he's going to pull into a big shack on the horn to celebrate him moving on to finals day. Seabass losing in the quarters with a 9.23 for a barrel to double grab punt. Turns in another solid result here at stop number 10. Meanwhile, Jordy Smith will be preparing for Connor Coffin on finals day, Potts.
Wow, Jordy Smith, a must-win situation, Joe. He's got to go on to win this event if he wants a shot at the world title going into pipeline. He's doing everything right so far. Hasn't looked like missing a beat all the way up to today. Seabass dropped a bomb on him to kick things off. Things could have unraveled really easy right there, but he just maintained his composure, did all the right things, found that perfect wave, and moved through to the semi-finals. Unbelievable stuff here this afternoon.
You can see how he's just won in different waves, under pressure to keep his world title hopes alive, and then to do it with a 10. That's a storybook kind of scenario happening for Jordy Smith. Obviously, he became the main focus once Medina was out as the closest shot to battling with John Florence at this venue.